On June 26, 2016, Showing Animals Respect and Kindness documented a horrific cownose ray killing contest held in Maryland by a group called American Bowhunters. In mid-June, these majestic rays migrate to the Chesapeake Bay to give birth. That means that many of the rays killed for the contest were either pregnant or had just given birth. Shark was on the water in our boat, the Bob and Nancy, which was funded by a generous donation from animal protection heroes Bob Barker and Nancy Burnett. Krista Rose, from Last Chance for Animals, joined us on our boat where we launched our remote-control drone and captured groundbreaking video of the torture inflicted upon rays that had been shot at point-blank range with arrows, then left to slowly die in buckets filled with blood and gore. The ray that you see struggling was still alive and suffering 30 minutes later when we filmed this. Shooting an animal with an arrow is an incredibly cruel and inaccurate way to kill that animal. We documented rays who had been shot yet escaped, meaning they were slowly bleeding to death in the river. None of the rays we saw died immediately. In this case, the victim was repeatedly beaten and stabbed with a gaff. That is torture, pure and simple. As mentioned earlier, the rays were in Maryland to give birth. These bow hunters gleefully shot a baby ray who convulsed and struggled as she began to die on the blood-soaked boat. Killing a baby ray and watching her suffer was a sadistic act of animal cruelty. The bow hunters were careful not to dump the dead rays back into the water while we were filming because they did not want the public to know how wasteful and unethical ray shooting is. However, one participant in the contest was killing rays the day before the contest and posted this video on his Facebook page where he said the following.
We got some rays. We already dumped the barrel.
We got some rays. We already dumped a barrel. Shooting rays and dumping their dead and dying bodies back into the river. That is the truth behind cownose ray killing in Maryland. The rays are not eaten, but utterly wasted. American Bowhunters originally wanted to hold the weigh-in part of the contest at the Solomon's boat ramp, but we discovered they had not gotten permission from the state to do that, so they were kicked out of there. They then tried to hold it at a local fire and rescue squad parking lot. However, they were not honest about what the contest actually was, and we were able to get them thrown out of that venue. They had hoped we would not find their new location, which they kept a secret. We found it anyway. At the end of the day, the bow hunters regrouped at an open field off of Clark's Landing Road in Hollywood, Maryland. This is what the way station looked like. You may have noticed the Confederate flag on one of the boats that was shooting rays. That symbol of bigotry was ever present during the contest, on multiple boats, and at the weigh-in station where it was featured prominently. Some of the bow hunters were very angry that we discovered the location of the weigh station. I was on public land legally filming the weigh station when they sent over a number of people to try to block my view. What they didn't realize for some time was that, while focused on me, another shark investigator filmed from a different part of the area without their notice. One bow hunter who was extremely angry was Keith Wood. We know his name because he made some troubling statements on a Facebook page owned by our partners, Fishfield.
Turn the camera off on me. I'm on private land. You cannot film me on
Of course I can. It's America. Don't you understand, Keith? You can't make threats on Facebook. If you do something, you're going to go to jail, buddy. I'm telling you right now, you better grab your friend.
I'm going to tell you right now, you turn that camera off of me.
You
This
can
is
move
private
away.
Land. I just give you no consent to film me on private land.
Call the police. Do you want me? I'll call the police. Are you going to make a threat?
We will have a lot more to say about Mr. Wood in the near future. As I was about to leave the weigh-in station, one of the bow hunters made a shocking revelation.
And I know y'all got your things for Hogan, and we do too. So
Yeah, what did you have, like 20 people signing or something?
Huh?
136,000 versus like 20?
no, we're just related.
You're related to him? Really? Well, come back. Don't leave, because we want to talk about that. You're related. So you're saying you're related to the governor? What does he think about this?
We discovered that his name is Joe Bowles, and he made the stunning claim that he and his friends have the personal protection of his relative, Maryland Governor Larry Hogan. At this time, we cannot confirm if Mr. Bowles is related to the governor, but his statement is great cause for alarm. There has been massive public outrage against cruel ray-killing contests, with more than 136,000 people having signed a petition to end them, yet Governor Hogan has taken no action to follow the will of the people. If Mr. Bowles was telling the truth, then Governor Hogan has abused his power to protect a handful of vile men who proudly fly the Confederate flag and commit heinous acts of animal abuse. Cownose rays have been wrongfully vilified by those who want to kill them for fun. Scientific findings have not only vindicated these animals, but warned of the high vulnerability of rays to human predation. Shark, Fishfield, and Last Chance for Animals are calling on Governor Hogan and the Maryland legislature to denounce these cruel, unethical, and wasteful killing contests and to take immediate action so that they never happen in Maryland again.